Hi everyone, it's Sam here from samsentiments.co.uk. Thanks for joining me today. Today's video is to show off my new crafting space. I've not been around for much just lately, mainly due to work commitments and such like, but also to the fact that my old craft room, I just outgrew it and it was so cluttered and it was always untidy, and I know that that's my fault, but I just completely lost my mojo. And seeing as though my husband needed a little bit of a crafting space as well for the projects that he does, we decided to turn the dining room into a little craft workshop. That's what we've been busy working on, and now it's almost finished. So I thought I'd share that with you today. So if you just bear with me, it might get a bit wobbly, and I'll show you around. So here we are. There's the dining table. So we do still have a table that we can sit at and eat. And walking in, and over here in this corner, this messy corner, is my husband's little workshop area where he makes his all of his floats on there, as you can see, and that's just a spare shelf unit. And then over here, oops, let me zoom out a little bit, that's my wonderful new unit there, and up there is my old big shot that I don't use anymore, but I just don't want to get rid of it, and my cinch, which I've had a few months now and never used it yet. And there's my ink carousel for all of my Stampin' Up! Inks. And then coming down here, you've got, there's my basic black and grey archival. They're the new archival inks that Stampin' Up! Have recently started doing. Just a little bit more storage. I've got some of my Stampin' Up! Embellishments in there. And then this is old retired cardstock. And then here is some of the designer series paper stacks, some old, some current. The next one along is the photo booth. We both use this to take photos of the things that we've made. And moving on is all of the bits and bobs that came with my cinch. Let's move that block out of the way that doesn't work. And my current catalogues and seasonal catalogues, Celebration leaflets. Celebration is coming to an end very, very soon, don't forget. And then further down here, some of my cardstock. You've got the Regals and Subtles here. And in here are all of my scraps. And I've even labelled what the colours are. Got the brights and the in colours in this section here. And the neutrals and my whites and vanillas and some fancy paper. Got some vellum there and some of the brushed gold, brushed silver and the shimmery white. And then down here, that's all of my 12 by 12 DSP. A lot of that is retired now. I've only got a few little bits and bobs of the current stuff. And then you've got shiny glitter paper here as well, and all the other fancy bits and bobs. And there's my scraps. That's how I keep my scraps. Moving on, lots of embellishments. Most of these aren't Stampin' Up! Embellishments because I started crafting quite a while before I joined Stampin' Up! So I've still got an awful lot of stuff left that I just can't get rid of, don't want to get rid of. So I do have an awful lot of non-Stampin' Up! Things as well. And then in here I've got some re-inkers, and these are some of the Stampin' Up! Embellishments that I've got. These wooden ones that I've not opened yet. Can't wait to use those. I'll find something for them. And chocolate. They're for my little gift boxes. Now this drawer here really needs sorting out because it is just absolutely full to the brim of non-Stampin' Up! Embellishments. Got some little stars there, some shiny things there, so that needs sorting. And then in here I have a small collection of Copic markers, which I'm trying to build up. As you can see from the chart, I've still got quite a way to go. I also have some Pro markers as well, and they're here in this box. So there's my box of tools. I've got my heat gun in there, I've got my rotary trimmer arm for my trimmer, there's a little craft iron there that I bought for ironing the ribbon and doing the wax paper designs. In here is all of my non-Stampin' Up ribbon, all colour coded, so that I know what I've got. And in here is all different patterned papers of different sizes, and again these are all non-Stampin' Up ones, but I do still use them every now and again. And then moving further down, you'll have to excuse the dog hairs on the floor if there are any. There's some wooden embellishments in there, and just some little bits and bobs of little boxes and things that I'd already made there. Then here you've got some more different types of paper and fun foam, which I use for my shaker cards. So I've got some fun foam there, and lots of the magnetic photo paper, which I use to store my dies, which I'll show you that shortly. And then there's just some magazines and some old Stampin' Up catalogues. So I'll try not to make you too dizzy as I take you over here. This is my Big Shot trolley, which I pull out when I need to use it. This is one of the IKEA Raskog trolleys. And all of my dies there. All my Stampin' Up dies. Got some Biggs dies and some other non-Stampin' Up dies in there as well. And then all of the embossing folders down here. And in there, I've got my multi-purpose platform and my precision plate there as well. Now, we put these cupboards in and we decided that we didn't want to have doors on the front so that we could see what we've got. So that means I have to do my best to try and keep it tidy. So that's where I keep all of my vinyl for the silhouette, and I've got my wax paper and my press and seal there, and then everything else in there is stuff that's either already been made or is for making up like tea lights and candles and things like that for craft shows. And then here just got a little basket full of cards that I've made over the last few years, and I always take this little basket with me whenever I do a show or a workshop and sell a few of those. There's my cameo, and another drawer unit. This is where I keep all of my adhesives. So you've got all my foam tape in there and dimensionals. I've got all my snail refills and various different tape ones in there. That one's got glue dots and double-sided tape. Got a snail, some tear and tape in there. There's all my wet glues in there. And that's just some spray mount and a few other bits and bobs, the dry sheets for the dies. And then in here, which is going to be, because it doesn't open well because they don't really fit that well, and there's all my retired Stampin' Up ribbons in there. I'll give it a shove because, like I say, it doesn't shut very well. We've got the printers up here. There's the laser printer. I bought that especially for using the ink, which is my latest toy, and my label printer, the inkjet. Up here, these are another relatively new purchase. Again, non-Stampin' Up, but I couldn't resist. These are the Gansai Tambi watercolours, which I've not tried them yet. I have bought them but not tried them. So I'll put those back. Just some more storage up there. I have to stand on a stool to get there because I'm too short. There's some of my old retired inks. And then coming down onto the work surface, I have all of my sponges in there. My new little guillotine type trimmer. I can't even get that drawer open because it's so full. some clear blocks, and this is where I keep all my trimmer accessories. Some new blades, some rotary, new blades for the craft knife. Here's some of my punches. I've left some space here because I want to go back to IKEA and get 2 more of the rails so I can have some more punches there. Kitchen roll, always need kitchen roll. Still waiting for some lighting in here, so at the minute I've got this craft light which I turn on when I'm working here, and this is where I'll do the filming as well. This is a brand new buy that only came on Friday, and I've put it together, and this is a bargain. This was £6.99 from eBay, so if anybody wants a link, just let me know and I'll post the link to that. And this is just great to store everything that I need, so I've got everything at hand when I'm doing a project. So I've got my pearls and rhinestones in there, dimensionals in there, I've got my poker stick. This is just a little tub of just tiny little flowers and stars, just in case I need anything. Decide at the last minute that I want something that I can add onto the card. I've got my glue, my fuse, snail, embossing styluses, tweezers, paper snips, craft scissors, rulers, pens, everything. So I've got everything to hand there that I need when I'm making a project. Another stamp positioner and the stamping jig. Then here is, I'm just going backwards, try not to fall over, is storage for all of my stamp sets, and these are all current stamp sets at the moment. All the ones there with the red dots on are retired stamp sets. I know a lot of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators out there, as soon as something retires and they are in a position to sell them, then they sell them. But unfortunately I'm a little bit of a hoarder and I just can't bring myself to part with anything. Although I've not got a massive amount of space left, and those empty boxes up there I'm wanting to put, I've got quite a few non-Stampin' Up! Stamps that I don't want to get rid of because I do use them quite often. So I want to transfer them into the DVD cases as well, so that that makes all of my stamps stored together. So I think that with the new catalogue coming out in only a few weeks' time, then I am going to have to bite the bullet and get rid of some other retired stuff. So there's some more punches there. Again, like I say, I want to move some of those over to some new rails once I've been to IKEA and bought some. And then in that box there, I don't know if you can see. No, I don't think you can see, but there's some of the smaller punches in there. Okay, so coming down here, there's a basket with some just random wooden stamps. And in here is where I keep all of my kits. So I do subscribe to the Simon Says Stamp card kit of the month, which a lot of you have heard of, I'm sure. So I always take them out of the box and pop them in the envelopes there. And then down here are some of the Stampin' Up! Kits that I've got. I've got, that's the Perpetual Birthday Calendar, which I've not done anything with yet. And the cake as well, which again I've not done anything with that just yet. But I will do, I'll get round to it. I've got another little trolley here. These are all my non-Stampin' Up! Stamps that I'm wanting to transfer into the DVD racks. And I'll probably go through and sell some of them because I've got a few here that were freebies that came with magazines and things, and I'll just never use them, so I really have got to be quite ruthless and get rid of them. This is an old hairdressing trolley that I've got here. So it's just got little bits and bobs of tools in. Got some more scissors there and craft knives and tweezers. That's all my current Stampin' Up! Ribbons and twines. So I keep them here so that I don't mix up what's current and what's retired. This is all glitter glues, alcohol, glossy accents and stamping spritzers there. And And then that's my calculator and just a few little bits and bobs. There's some things that I got as swaps at last year's Telford event, which I'm going to again this year, so I'll look forward to seeing those of you there that are going, those other demonstrators. So this is where I keep my current catalogue, so I've got that to hand. Non-Stampin' Up punches and my little handheld punches in there as well. Stickers and leaflets, and stickers for my Dymo label machine. Lots and lots and lots of buttons that I won't get rid of, even though I very, very rarely use buttons on any of my projects. Cards and envelopes, polythene bags for posting, and what's in here? Oh, just some pens and things. That's my exercise machine. We don't talk about that, but it makes a really good footrest. Some more filing type cabinet drawers here. This is where I keep, I've got some Stampin' Right markers. I really must get some more of those. I would like the full set. Blender pens, Wink of Stella. They're my Sakura Glaze pens. That's my embossing powder drawer. It's the heat and stick powder and various different colours of embossing powder. There's some random ink pads, got my Versamark there. And my StazOn. Just open that one. Some more ink pads. Envelopes. Envelopes. Envelopes and cards. Miscellaneous cellophane bags. More cellophane bags. There's my piercing templates and some stencils. Paintbrushes. Glue gun. And all of my washi tape and post-it notes. And then there you have the Mink, which is my newest toy, and the foil, and just some of the random bits and bobs there. And then here I've got my envelope punch board. I've got the caddy there that's got all of the Stampin' Up clear blocks in, that's full. The Misty, which again is a non-Stampin' Up product but an essential item of craft gear in my opinion. There is my trimmer, my scoreboard, and some paper there for foiling for the Mink, and my Cameo mat. So my battery is about to die and I've waffled on for long enough now. So that's it, that's basically my new craft room, which is going to enable me to make a few more videos and some more tutorials, and make me become a little bit more active again in the Stampin' Up world. So we'll see you again soon, very soon, and thanks for joining me. Bye!